I was just going for a walk, and I noticed that it's kind of like foggy. It's really eerie, actually. I think it's Thanksgiving. I don't know. I don't really keep track of all that shit. The most obviously, Christmas. I think it's the 25th of December. I don't even know, to be honest. Like, I know Halloween, that's the 31st of October. But my point is that it's only Thanksgiving, but it's mad like ghost town out here. And I was just kind of walking. I kind of woke up depressed today. And I don't know what it is about me, man, but no matter what circumstance I'm in, I always feel alone. Like I'm out here like alone, bro. Like that's what my whole life is. I traveled BC alone. Everything's alone, alone, alone. Even when I'm around friends, I feel alone. There's something wrong, bro. And I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it means when you feel like you're missing something in life and you can't figure out what it is, no matter if you have money, you have cars, whatever, but you're still missing something. And you can't figure out what it is. A lot of people don't realize you're missing your connection with God. That's what you're missing. And that's what feels missing, and you don't know what it is. I came to discover that, but I've had God in my life since then, but sometimes God, he goes away, but he's not really gone away. He never goes away. But it feels like that sometimes. I feel it heavily, but I don't know what it is. But I always feel alone, and I can't shake the feeling. I try to stay busy. Don't matter. I just can't enjoy life for some reason. I always feel this missing piece. I always feel alone. I don't know why. I just woke up depressed today. Decided to go for a walk, and it was all like foggy and eerie, and like nobody's really out because it's Thanksgiving and everything's empty. And I kind of felt that aloneness even more, because of the environment, the setting, like how it looks like smoky in the air everywhere, and it's like real ghost townish out today. But yeah, I don't know. I just felt like making a video, talking. I guess it helps sometimes. But yeah. I feel, honestly, the way that I feel, it almost feels like the rapture happened and I got left behind. And I feel the effects of that, like every fucking day, all day. Or I had another thought. Um, yeah, bro, it feels like I missed the bus. Like, it feels like whatever I was destined to do, like, at one point in time, I was in harmony with the universe. Like, I was in sync, and I was making music, I was thriving health-wise. Everything was thriving about me. My relationships, you know, um, just whatever I was doing, man, I was lit, and it was working. And I can't seem to get back to that point for some reason. I don't know if this is a part of God's plan to completely disassemble me. And, I'm not really quite sure. But there's obviously something that I need to figure out, because everything that I try to do is failing for some reason now versus before. Things would work. I would just believe in it. I would say, this is what I'm going to do. Watch me. And then I would go and do it, and it would work, because I will not accept anything less than that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. I go get what I want. I want to go travel BC. 9 out of 10 people aren't gonna get up and go do it. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I've always been. But for some reason now, every time I'm like, okay, boom, I'm gonna do this, I get up, I go to do it, it's not working. And there's no logical explanation behind why the fuck is it not working. It's like, okay, so re-strategize, try something different, and try in a different way, get a different result. Uh, it would be extremely exhausting if you were trying every single fucking level and like angle that you could possibly tap into to try to achieve this goal, and it's not working. So then you have to question, am I desiring the wrong goals for myself? Am I wanting the wrong things and realizing that I can't have them or achieve them? I don't think so, because the only things that my goals are very, very humble goals, like uh, to have stability in life. I'm not trying to be a fucking drug kingpin, fucking baller, da da da. I don't have that mentality anymore. When I was young, yeah, I was getting money, I was selling drugs, I was all, but the whole trip was to get to the top level where I'm balling, I have everything, and I have respect, and I have pull. But hold up. Cut out. Anyways, yeah, wanting the wrong things, creating the wrong goals, setting yourself up for fail. It's not that either, because a lot of these things I've already achieved before and accomplished, but for some reason now I'm getting a different result, even though I've already done this and succeeded before. Why the fuck? It's like an invisible barrier that you can't see, that wasn't there before, that when you try to walk, bang, you bounce into it like a glass wall, like what the fuck? And you can't see it, and you're like, what the fuck is this? That wasn't there before. You go to walk again, like you've already walked through this way before, bing, you bounce off something, like what the fuck? What is this? I can't feel it, I can't see it. But it's stopping me from getting to the other side of where I need to get to accomplish what I need to accomplish. But it's like supernatural. It's like it's been designed to stop me from doing whatever I'm trying to do. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if God's watching. He knows ahead of time that if I get past that point and I cross the street, I'm going to get hit by a bus and die. So he's trying to stop me from taking that route because I'm so determined to get to where I'm trying to get. You got to take a lot of things into consideration. Why the fuck is this happening? It's not logical. It's not a normal pattern. It's not. I've done these things before. There's no reason why I can't do them again. It just seems that everything I do now fails right in front of me. Like it becomes, it's so intentional. Like I could be walking down this path, and all of a sudden a fucking tree that is not even broken will just fucking break and just go in front of me and stop me, and my ATV's on the other side. Now I'm fucked, and it's just like I can't get past that. Like that idea is like, and that's everywhere I go. Okay, I'd be like, all right, no problem. Tree falls down. All right, I'll just go over here. Bam, another tree falls down. I'm like, okay, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, I'll walk around. I'll go over here, and then all of a sudden this tree falls down, and I'm like, who the fuck? Yo, bitch. Who the fuck is playing fucking games with me right now? Right? Somebody set this up. There's no fucking way 4 trees are gonna fall down in front of my path at that given moment. It's very highly unlikely. But with every single thing that I do or I try to do, that's exactly how it metaphorically happens. And the only thing you can think is, that's fucking impossible. Why is this happening to me? You know what I mean? I don't think this has ever been described before, like the way I just did, but I know we've all thought of this before. Well, I know I have. But yeah, so it becomes really defeating year after year after year after year of failure. On top of it, your enemies just fucking laughing. They're just finally they seen you fall. Finally they laugh at your attempts to try to be resilient, to try to regain your composure, your stability, and they're just laughing at you while you're holding on by a thread, falling off a fucking cliff, about to die, and they're fucking celebrating your death before it even happens. That's kind of what my situation is. I have enemies everywhere, wishing death upon me, wishing failure on me, laughing at everything that goes wrong in my life. They're sitting there like it's a fucking show because of the way civilization has been built now for us to just be that way. Observe other people's lives and fucking cherish their misery. Like, that's basically what life is about nowadays for some weird fucking reason. People think it's cool to be a bully. And they think that's fucking slick. Until they get smacked through. Bullies get beat up nowadays. Try to bully the wrong one. A bop! You're getting dealt with. That's the way I see it. You know what? Fucking 8% of the world is on fucking drugs. Okay? See this right here? That's not a fucking drug. That's a fucking green plant that grows from the ground. Of course, you could consider certain things that grow from the earth to be a drug, but when I hear drug, I think chemical. Like, I think man-made chemical that can fucking kill you. That's what I think when I hear drug. Drug is something that can kill you, bro. Drug is a drug. Every other, say, if you were to call weed a drug, every other fucking drug kills you except for this one. Like, you can overdose off every single fucking drug there is except for weed. So, are you sure this is a drug? Doesn't seem to fit in the category, logically. Well, I'll tell you something right now. Everybody else is doped up on pills. They can't live their daily lives without taking lorazepam or Paxil for anxiety and depression. And how I cope is I smoke weed. And I am free from all of the things that these people are bound by. They're addicted to their pills. They're dependent on their fucking medication to function properly. The doctor told them there's something wrong with them. They can't function properly. So they need to fucking be balanced chemically, which is unbalancing them. And really, there's nothing wrong with us. It's the fucking world is in bad condition, and we're feeling the effects of that, and we reflect the environment we're in. So you're seeing a reflection of reality, the outside reality, on me. So it's not me, it's the world. But then they say something's wrong with you. They get you addicted to pills, and then you're dependent on that shit, and your life has just been altered, and they got you by the balls. Now you can't travel because you got to stay near a pharmacy, and not every province has the same prescription process and shit, you know what I mean? So you're fucked. Like, and you'll get sick if you get away from that pharmacy. Like, you go to BC and you can't get your prescription in time, you're gonna get deathly sick if you're taking pain medication or whatever, you know? So you're stuck. So I'm not. I'm free. I quit weed spontaneously all the time. Like, I'll just be like, I'm not smoking weed this month because I want to cleanse. And I'll do it. It's not a problem. I run out of money, can't buy weed, not a problem. At the beginning, I'd be like, fuck. Here and there, I'd be like, oh, that's, you know, like, fuck, I wish I could smoke a joint. But I'm not like, I'm gonna go kick a fucking door, I'm fucking pissed. I'm gonna beat my wife. I'm gonna fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, but anyways, it's my rant for the day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I don't know how to celebrate these things, man, because I'm alone all the time. And that's another thing that I wanted to say, is that I don't have any connection with this type of shit. I understand that it's to give glory to Jesus. I don't know if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, one of the two, but I know that the date has been altered by man and it's not really the actual date. It has nothing to do with Christ. It's actually deception. I'd have to look further in that. I'm not too sure. My people will know. You guys can write in the comments and correct me. But I've spent jail. I've spent Christmases in jail. I've spent birthdays in jail. I've spent Thanksgivings in jail by myself. In fucking jail. Even when my dad died. It was December 2nd, so I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas and my birthday in jail. October, November, December. Holy fuck, buds. I remember that one, man. I won't forget that one. I was pissed. I was sitting there like, okay, I'm gonna kill someone. No problem. Well, think, man. My dad, or, my birthday goes, my fucking dad dies, my girlfriend's fucking my best friend, and they're paying canteen money to get me jumped on range. You spending Christmas and Thanksgiving in there. I've been through a lot of shit, and that's happened a lot. Even as a youth, birthdays in jail, Christmases in jail. So I've been so alone in my life that I don't understand this. Hold on. I don't understand this world and its celebrations and shit because I've never been a part of that or felt that, as in, celebrating these days with people, because my life has led me in a different direction. And I don't know if I feel like I ruined my life because I feel like I detached myself from the rest of the world. But that is what Jesus wanted. That's what God said, to not be like the rest of the world. Don't live like the rest of the world and be attached to worldly things, bro. So it's like, yo, it's a lonely, hard fucking life if you're gonna take the walk with Christ. I'm destroyed now. Like, it beat the shit out of me, man. I surrendered. I stopped getting money. I sacrificed a lot. You know what I'm saying? But to God, that's nothing. I should have already been there in the first place. I'm still not even nowhere near nothing. And I did all that, and it fucking leveled me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, now I realize that that's the only life I ever known, is to live that crazy, fast lifestyle, being a popular person, getting money, you know what I'm saying? Always doing something, always into something. But the thing is, when you're living like that, you're closer to sin. Just because that's just how that lifestyle goes. It's just you're exposed to too many things at once, all the time, constantly, environment's changing. So you're going to have to deal with certain scenarios that normally you wouldn't want to put yourself into, but you're going to because you're trying to achieve something. You're on a mission. So all that shit's a part of the fucking play. You know? When you're doing shows, you're performing and shit, sometimes there's parties that happen after. People are doing coke and doing drugs and all types of shit is happening. Things, you know what I mean? Normally I wouldn't put myself around that shit. I already lived that whole fucking life. I used to sell coke, I used to sell crack, you know what I mean? I used to be around that every day, all night, all the time. You know what I mean? It never had a hold on me. I was more of a producer, you know what I mean? But it's just, I've detached myself from everything. Almost feel isolated, like antisocial type thing. And it's not like I couldn't get back into it, but maybe I can. That's the question. That's what I'm trying to say, is like, maybe I built myself for so long in such a way that I don't fucking fit in that type of fucking life anymore. But I know my core and my roots, like, I started from that. I feel more uncomfortable or not like myself trying to be a humble, good type of individual. I feel better being in a fucking being not a good person, to be honest. And that's fucked up. So it is a struggle. It's a fight to try to be a better person, you know what I mean? And it's always been that way. Always been me trying to be a better person. Uh, Sometimes by choice, sometimes not. But either way, shit's fucked up. But I gotta get back to what makes me happy. And to be honest, what makes me happy is traveling, making music, making connections, making moves, progressing every day, doing something different every day. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, the things that I want to do that make my passions that make me happy, other than making videos, this is another thing that's helping me. That doesn't really cost me money to pursue, like making music. I gotta buy a new studio or pay for studio time, which I'm an audio engineer for 10 years. I mean, why the fuck am I gonna pay some other person to do what I can already do? And I can make industry quality and not have to spend $60,000 on a fucking studio to get studio quality. But anyways, that's besides the point. It takes money to live that life, and when I was living it, I had money. But the part of with the humble lifestyle, you don't make a lot of money being a good person, to be honest, and being a child of God, because everybody hates you. And even in the Bible it said, you will be hated because of my name. You'll be falsely imprisoned, killed, prosecuted, all that stuff. Like, they just, like, literally fucking Christians just get smashed up for no reason just because they're standing there and because they're a Christian. Go look around, they're being slaughtered for no reason. You gotta know why that is, and the Bible said that thousands of years ago before it ever even happened, and people still don't fucking care or pay attention. They're dumb. Like, in the end of the day, it's just like, but um, there's no place for you in this system. You get rejected by it because you can't become it, because you cannot submit to this way of life. Like, it's not natural. Um, you have to numb yourself. You have to let go of your feelings and your naturality as a human being to adjust and be cold enough to live in this fucking world and function. And I did that all my life, like, not giving a fuck. That's what you need to be like. You have to not give a fuck. I don't care. Don't give a fuck if you die, if you starve, if you cheat on me, because I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'll just find somebody else. But in reality, when those things do happen, you hurt from that. You know what I mean? But we choose to say it. No, fuck that. I don't give a fuck, and cut that emotion off to not even feel it, and just numb ourselves from all of those things that could possibly emotionally bring us down. But in reality, you're gonna still have to deal with that emotion later in a different form now if you suppress it. And that's what I found out. And then you become a fucking mess. You become an emotional wreck. And you could be the solidest, coldest, most savage, raw cold, bruh. Cold. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there. You know what I mean? And I could never imagine myself being anything like I am now. I'd laugh. I'd be like, no, bro. I'm built way different than that. There's no way I could become that. You know? But we're constantly learning and being proven wrong. We just don't like to admit it. In reality. But, yeah, crazy shit. Just some shit to think about that I can reflect on. Haven't really made that much fucking sense. Like, I'm just kind of scrambled all over the place with this shit. But I'm just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. But yeah, on a side note, things change. Things change, you know what I mean? the same way as it changed where things aren't working as they used to, doing the same things and different things, there'll be a time where it'll switch. Has to change. Everything is changing. This tree is forever growing. It may not look like it, but it is. Right? It used to be a little fucking tree, like, you know what I mean? So everything has to change no matter what. You just gotta try to lean it in the direction that you're trying to go in as much as possible. Sometimes it's not possible. I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. But I don't like to accept defeat, number one. If something doesn't go my way, I say, fuck that, man. I'm fucking getting that. You know what I mean? I snap, bro. I'm like, yo, I don't accept it. I get so mad. There's no fucking way. It's gotta happen. That's how my mindset was before. Now it's more like I've burnt myself out now having that mentality because I'm like, yo, fuck that. Like, I used to just be like, something didn't work, I'd snap, I'd be like, watch this. I would go, and then I would go get it. Exactly what I said I was gonna do. After it failed the first time, then I did it. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just things are different. Things change. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I say that just to fucking piss people off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, the things that I want to do take money, and I don't have the money no more because I don't live that kind of a life where I'm getting money like that. And the system and its standard, civilization, and these fucking jobs like Tim Hortons, McDonald's, fucking, you know what I mean? All this basic shit, construction, labor, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fit into any of those. I've tried, like, I've done it. I'm not just gonna be like, be that guy. I'm gonna do it and be like, okay, I'm gonna try and hold it down. I have to. This is a fucking survival tactic. I ain't fucking playing no games. I'm trying to get my money up. It's not a game to me. I need a job. That's the mentality. I'm speaking out loud, right? And I would do all that shit. I did roofing, did construction, I did um, all types of different labor jobs. Worked in a kitchen for a year, fucking. Like, I know I'm capable. It's just, I'm so delusionally unhappy and distorted internally. After, like, I can't make it a year working before I completely mentally break down. And I'm just built so different. And my mind has been built so different. And everything about me is so different from the average person that it's so more intense. I can't, I don't know how to describe it. You know what? I've had such a bad life, and I've been miserable and hurt and unhappy and in pain all my life since a kid, of all the abuse, of all the exposure to the life that I lived, the streets and the drugs and all that shit at an early age. It fucked me up. You know what I mean? And now it's just like, I can't be a normal person. I never thought that would happen, but yeah, like, I'm just not built. Now I found out because I tried. I gave it everything I had in me to try to make it in all these different jobs, all these different settings. You know, I tried everything, and it just ended up fucking making things worse. In the end run, I suffered more. But like I said, like, I don't know. But you know what? It forces me to be creative and find new ways to make money, and I've done that in several different ways. But I haven't maximized on it to a point of success yet. But to me, I I still think it's successful to make $1,000 on Fiverr.com. Just providing services for SEO and vocal mastering and shit like that. But just random shit that I learned because I had to fucking make money, and I'm like, I can't sell drugs no more. I'm not gonna sell drugs. No matter how much I suffer, I won't contribute to that. It's just so ugly. It's so dark, you know what I'm saying? After what I've been through, it's just and what I've seen that I was not emotionally affected from ever in my life because I didn't give a fuck until the spirit became in me, and then after that I had no choice but to feel it and acknowledge everything. Therefore, I couldn't partake anymore because it would be too much to bear. So, now here I am, unable to make it in this fucking world, this civilization, right? This basic ass shit that everybody's doing. And I've tried, and it's just completely distorted me, So I realized that if it's gonna affect me that bad in such a negative way, I have to continue to pursue whatever is healing me and making me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the whole world is having a conscious shift right now and realizing that they're all changing their mind about the way we live our lives. Like, people are selling their houses and fucking living van life type shit now. And it's become a fucking very common trend now. It's a big thing, and it's taken over, and that way of thinking is starting to take over again. Like, we're growing our own gardens even on our balconies in the cities and shit. Like, people are starting to take on the good shit again, and leaving the material way of thinking. It's going through a shift. That's what it does. What goes around comes around. That's facts. There's people on those scooters over there that I was on. That's sick. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this video because it's long as hell. Ain't nobody gonna listen to this shit to the end. But it helps me vent anyway, so hope I inspire some type of good thought process for people. Anyways, yo, peace out. Stay resilient. And God bless.